Oh, I see here. Let me see if we can get her real quick.
Okay, I appreciate it. You guys probation officers?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
I think it would depend. Are you wanting like general information about the office, or you want something about like a specific?
Yeah, specifically around like the office.
Okay. But I'm talking about like specific probationers.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. I got to do a public records request. It's not something I'd be able to.
Okay.
Yeah. Guys have a lot of people coming in and out of here, or how's the turnaround rate here?
I wouldn't say. I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty dead here now.
Rate, but yeah, no. I mean, we cover all of Geneva County, so we have probationers, parolees, and then also mandatory release. So
okay, cool. You guys offer a bunch of services for looking for jobs, stuff like that.
I mean, we have community resources. Yeah, we have community partners and stuff that we work with whenever we know about like job fairs and stuff that are going on.
Okay.
Because that definitely helps people get out of trouble.
Well, yeah, I mean,
having a job and having money.
Yeah, it's time well spent, right?
Yeah.
And you're making money, and staying off the streets. And what made you go into probation? Like, why not like law enforcement unless you were already in it?
I was in law enforcement.
Oh, you were?
Already. Yeah.
Okay.
For a few years.
Like the sheriffs or just local PD, like just PD?
Both, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Why probation? Why'd you get out of that?
Because a lot of times in law enforcement, you spend a lot of time catching people doing wrong.
Okay. I've heard this. I think I've heard this explanation before from another probation officer.
Maybe, okay.
Yeah, I'm curious though.
But then once you get into the probation side,
it's after the fact, right?
More time, yeah, exactly. Because people are going to get in trouble, but at some point in time, we want people to do right.
Well, yeah, and this is how you do it, right? I mean, you stop them there from the crime that they committed or whatever, and then you do what happens. But once they get out, it's like maybe you can actually give them more resources, more word of advice, point them in the right direction, kind of more help rather than because nobody's being helped really by the police when you get arrested, but it's your own fault too, right? So nobody's like, hey, thanks for arresting me, officer.
I can tell you, my 10-year law enforcement career, I've had plenty of people come to me after the fact. And say, thank you.
After the fact, but not during the fact, right?
When the cuffs are going on.
Yeah, nobody really cares for you that much, but yeah. That's cool though. I like that. I appreciate that, I respect that.
But the assessments and stuff that we do, you look at it and say, okay, were you in a relationship? Did you live at home? Do you have a GED? What kind of problems did you experience in school?
Yeah.
And they take those numbers and say, well, 80% of the people coming out of prison don't even have a GED.
Yeah.
What can we do to maybe keep them from going back to prison? Let's give them the resources to get a GED.
Yeah.
That way they can get a better
Of course.
job.
Maybe they have like a like a trade that they can get into.
Yeah,
maybe they have a license for like a mechanic or.
There's a lot of stuff that they can do. They just have to be willing, and it depends on if they're at that stage in life where they're.
This case doesn't start with chaos. It asterisk evolves into it step by step, and that's what makes it so important to watch closely. We are inside a DMV environment in Naples, Florida, where what should be a routine, controlled public setting suddenly becomes a pressure cooker of authority, perception, and emotion. That the center of this situation is something extremely simple, a camera recording in a public space. But what unfolds is anything but simple. One side believes they are lawfully documenting a public environment. The other side feels exposed, disrupted, and ultimately justified in intervening. And this is where the real tension begins, because neither side is fully willing to concede their interpretation of what is happening in real time. The critical issue here is not just recording, it's reaction. When does discomfort become disruption? When does authority become overreach? And most importantly, when does a verbal disagreement turn into a physical escalation that changes everything as we move forward? Pay attention to how quickly language shifts from calm explanation to legal justification, and then into emotional confrontation. Because once physical contact enters the equation, this situation...
Ready to make a change.
Do you have a business card so I can do a records request for this office? And I can send it to your email?
Send it to my email, and I will send it up to my legal department.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. And you guys don't have like any forms here or anything, right?
No.
Okay, so it's all through...
Yes, anything that has to be done will go through legal.
Okay.
So any request you send, my email's on that card. You
Okay.
send that to me, and I will happily send that up the chain to my legal department.
Awesome.
And if there's anything they can send you, they'll get back in touch.
Where are they located?
Montgomery.
Okay, the headquarters?
Their headquarters, yes.
Okay. How far is that from here?
Montgomery, hour
2
and a half,
hours.
2 hours.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, Montgomery's headquarters.
Yeah.
We're all just.
It's just a field office.
Yeah,
I got you.
We're just branches. Of
Yeah,
them, so.
I know. Yeah, I understand. All right.
So who are you with?
I'm just by myself. It's just me. I'm just taking a tour of the building, asking a few questions, probation. You know, looking.
So
at
you're not a federal auditor.
a what?
Federal. Auditor.
Federal auditor?
Are you a federal auditor
Do I work for the state? Is that what you're asking?
for the federal government?
I don't work for the federal government. No. Why is that?
I was just curious whether you were a federal or state.
No, I would have to tell you that. I mean, I can't be acting, right, as law enforcement or
Gotcha.
working for the state without identifying myself. Yeah. I'm just a
We'll be
private
happy to
citizen.
send up any request you have to legal, and they can get you the information you need.
Okay.
If it's
Would there be like a concern if I was working with the federal? No?
I was
Okay.
just curious.
Was it like Doge? Like,
I
is
was
that what you're
curious if
asking?
you were.
Like, no, I'm serious. Like, I'm just curious.
I was just curious who you were.
Okay, cool. Are you a probation officer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. But you're not the. There's no like secretary or anybody here. It's just probation.
No, we do have an ASA. She's just not in yet.
What is ASA? What's that stand for?
Board assistant.
Okay. All right.
But she's just not here yet. So
Is that-
There's 5 of you sitting there.
There you go. All right. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
You have a good day, brother.
You too.
I don't know what time she's going to be in yet.
The state vehicles that you guys drive, do they allow you guys to take those home or? Okay, so your policy states that you could take them home.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And they're supposed to be just parked there, right? They're not supposed to be used in personal gain or personal use.
Correct. Yeah. To
Okay.
and from work. Yeah.
Okay. Just to and from work or field work and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
anything that's related to the job, because
Okay.
not only do we have the office, we have to go to the courthouse.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, that's totally as long as it's in the
But
course
as
of
far
your
as
duties.
like a vacation on the weekend or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, or just going shopping or stuff like that. I've seen it before, so that's what I was asking. And you guys don't take your vehicles home and just parlay with them, do you?
Parlay.
Yeah, you know, just like just use the vehicles for your own personal use.
No, sir.
Cool.
It's not in our policy.
Well, you'd be surprised.
What stands out immediately in this exchange is how quickly the conversation transitions into legal framing. Terms like legal department, probation, and mandatory release introduce an official tone. But notice something important. No actual physical law is being cited on screen at this moment. Instead, what we're hearing is interpretation of authority being applied in real time. This is where most confrontations begin to shift psychologically. One party is attempting to structure the interaction through procedure, while the other is questioning the legitimacy of that structure entirely. The phrase "you have to leave" is particularly significant because it escalates the encounter from request to directive. But equally important is the resistance, the refusal to accept that framing without question. This tension between request and command is what sets the foundation for.
Do I?
You'd be surprised. Rules are meant to be broken, right?
No.
Well, it's just a saying. I don't agree with it, but
Just been instructed by legal that if you're not here for a pardon
yeah.
and you're not on supervision, you're not on probation, parole, or
Uh-huh.
mandatory release, that you have to leave.
I have to leave this office?
Yes, sir.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I'm here asking questions. I'm actually having a good conversation with him. I got some information about public records.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to leave?
I mean, I don't think I'm legally required to. This is a public space.
It is, but we're...
It is public, right? Correct?
Let me explain something to you.
Yeah, go ahead. Explain it to me. Cop, explain it to me. Go ahead. You know, we were doing really good. No. We were doing really... Hold on. Let me speak for a second.
We are great.
We were doing really good here, okay? We were doing really good. And we were being very respectful and professional with each other. I haven't disturbed you guys. I haven't bothered you guys. I'm asking just simple questions about the government. Having a cordial conversation with him about Florida and
Yes,
the weather.
We're not open to the public. We serve...
This is
probation,
definitely open to the
parole,
public.
visa, pardon. I'm just... Listen, I'm glad we've had great conversations. We're just telling...
Is this not a public space?
What we were just instructed from legal to our bosses.
Uh-huh.
I was being instructed to you. But that's fine if you want to sit here till the sheriff's office gets here. I understand.
I will. I'll step outside until then.
That's fine. Yeah, you can step
Yeah.
outside. That's fine.
Yeah, but I could definitely be back in here. This is a constitutionally protected right. Do you understand that? Are you trespassing me?
No.
You're not trespassing me.
I'm trying to explain something to you, and I would really, really appreciate the
This is a legal question. Are you trespassing me?
I'm going to let you speak, then I would appreciate
Are you trespassing me?
I'm going to keep trying to get my point across. I will not answer a question until you let me speak.
Am I being trespassed?
We are a
Am I?
see
I understand that.
Public only.
Exactly.
Unless you are on probation, not to the public, unless you're on probation or parole or applying.
I can't be here.
You have no business in this office.
I have 100% my business in this office. Let me ask you a legal question. Are you? I am not doing that right now.
When we have someone report for an appointment, you will be obstructing government operation.
No, I won't. And there's nobody here anyway. Well, there's nobody here anyway, and I could be here when there are people here. But let me ask you a question. Am I being trespassed? Are you trespassing me?
We're asking you to leave.
Are you trespassing
The
me?
sheriff's office will.
I'm asking you, are you trespassing me?
We've asked you to leave. We told you
Okay.
to leave.
We are no longer in a neutral interaction. The introduction of new language changes the psychological weight of the situation. Now, both sides are operating under the assumption that legality is actively in question. But what's important here is how quickly identity enters the conflict. Badge numbers, official roles, and procedural authority become central points of reference. This is often where disputes intensify, because it shifts the focus from behavior to legitimacy. The narrator's tone also signals something deeper. This is not just about one incident anymore. It is being framed as part of a larger pattern, a recurring tension between public documentation and institutional.
That's way out of spectrum here, man. I'm being peaceful as can be.
Okay.
I couldn't be more peaceful.
I got you.
Okay. First and most, can I just get your name, badge number, and are you recording?
Yes, sir. My name's Officer Webb, Geneva Police Department, 116.
Okay, thank you. Are you recording?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Can you just call the supervisor if you don't mind, please?
Okay, from the building. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to request a supervisor right away,
That's
please.
fine.
Thank you.
He is on the way already, so.
I appreciate it. We're actually doing really good at that, man. And now they f***ed up, but...
Obviously, it's allowed to do this.
Oh, he knows. Oh, but... Yeah. Yeah. See, he knows. They know I'm allowed to be in there, too. That's the funny part, man. We were having a good conversation. We were having a good time in there. I got you. What was your name? Oh, I got your business card. Good luck with the phone calls. I'll take the trespass. It's a constitutionally protected right. You understand that? I've done nothing wrong.
Do you mind if I talk to them for a moment?
I don't mind at all. You can talk. You have free speech.
What's going on?
Is that you, supervisor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
If you want to go speak,
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to
I want to document everything.
So I'm going to get both sides of the story.
Yeah, of
It's hard-
course.
It's hard to get both sides of the story.
I have everything on camera anyway, and there's
Okay.
cameras in there as well.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. We'll talk together as a group.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I think you're going to talk to him first.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
Could be better.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Can I just get your name and badge number for the record, please?
Chief
Nice to meet
Police.
you. Oh, Chief.
Yeah.
Look at that. I appreciate that. Look, we have a situation here that's totally not. I think you know what's going on just by the look on your face.
Yeah.
Okay, they know what's going on here. It's a camera. Relax. It's a public space. Okay, I went in there. I wasn't disruptive. I wasn't banging on doors and windows. All right, we actually had a really good conversation. All of the staff in there. I was asking about public records and how to go about it. I asked for a business card. I asked just a few questions about probation and you know, the signs in there. And now they want to trespass me. All right, and that's ridiculous. This is a public place. It's a public space. Place, time, and manner. I'm not being disruptive. I'm not stopping them from working. I'm peacefully exercising my constitutionally protected rights. And I would like it if you honored your oath, okay, as the chief, and not allow me, because I don't need permission to exercise my rights, not trespass me from this building. And I highly suggest you guys don't do that, because I will go to my legal team. And I don't want to do that. That is not my goal here.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, no, it really isn't, though. I have one lawsuit, okay, in New Hampshire that I filed a long time ago.
I'm gonna let you finish. And then
No, I'm all done. But I'm not here to disrupt their business. I'm not here to stop them from doing what they're doing. That's the last thing I want to do. That's the last thing I want to do. I'm in here peacefully recording. You know what's going on.
Are you finished?
I'm finished.
Okay. Obviously, you can come in and record from public areas.
Of course.
Okay. Here's the deal.
The deal. Okay.
Whoever's in charge of this office
Mm-hmm.
can tell you to leave.
They could ask.
They can make you.
They can't force
They
me
can. I
to
think
leave.
They already have. Okay. So that being said,
So you're trespassing me.
well, she's trespassing.
You can't trespass me from a public building unless I've committed a
Well,
crime.
if you don't leave, you're gonna find out. If you
Well,
don't leave.
and I'm asking you.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so you're trespassing me as law
They
enforcement.
don't want you in.
I'm asking you as law enforcement.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
Last time I'm going to say it, I'm going to go back and forth.
Okay.
She's in charge of this building.
Who's she? The young lady in there? I have a
in charge
business
of this
card.
building.
Okay.
You're not very good at this.
I have her business
Okay.
card. Yeah.
She's in charge of this building.
Okay.
Okay. For whatever reason, she said you can't be in here. Okay.
Well, what is it? You have to have a reason, a legal reason.
Well, obviously,
This isn't a private property.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just telling you the way it is. Okay.
Okay.
She said you can't be in there.
Okay.
Okay. She can't be in there.
I can't be in there.
So there you go.
For what reason?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter. So you're acting like this is private property
Not
now.
to me. This is her office.
This is our office as people.
Okay. Have a good day, man.
Am I trespassed? I'm not asking you. I'm asking law enforcement.
She's law enforcement.
Well, I'm asking
She's
you
already
as the
told
chief
you
of police. Am I being trespassed?
She has told you.
For how
you can't
long?
be in here.
For how long?
That's up to her.
Well, I need to know the legalities. How long am I trespassed?
Until you're put on
Until I'm put on probation?
or parole. Or
Or
you have
parole.
Business in this office. We do not
Business in this
we do not
office.
service anybody except those on probation, parole, or applying for a pardon.
So the public, general public, is not allowed to come in here and ask questions.
We're going to keep her with this. We're done.
Okay. Do I?
Man, that's it.
Where's the property?
Everything changes when a physical interaction is introduced into what had been a verbal disagreement. The alleged grabbing of the camera becomes the central turning point because it transforms perception from recording issue to physical interference. In conflict analysis. This is the moment where intent becomes irrelevant compared to impact. Whether the action was meant as prevention, reaction, or misunderstanding, the outcome is the same. Physical contact with recording equipment without consent. This is also where emotional escalation spikes dramatically. Once physical boundaries are crossed, both sides immediately reevaluate everything that happened before this moment. Prior disagreements suddenly become evidence, supporting each side's version of events. Breakdown points in public confrontation cases. Perception conflict. One side perceives proximity as intrusion, while the other defines it as lawful presence in a public space. The phrase camera in your face is emotionally loaded, not legally precise. And that distinction matters. Because once emotional language enters the discussion, objective interpretation becomes significantly harder to maintain. Both sides here are speaking past each other rather than to each other. One is trying to define intent, while the other is reacting to impact. And when those two frameworks don't align, communication stops progressing